Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great day of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about Apple stock, ticker symbol AAPL. Make sure you stick to the end of the video for my opinion on this stock. So Apple is currently priced at $116 per share. Past year, up 79%. Past 5 years, up 283%. So it's a very high growth stock. It also pays a steady dividend. This makes up 8.32% portfolio, or $25,531. I'm up 186% on this position. Scrolling down a bit, currently market cap is $197 trillion. So it's one of the largest companies in the world that's publicly traded. PE ratio is 36 and dividend yield is 0.67%. In terms of analyst ratings, 58% give it a buy rating. And then in terms of earnings reports, you can see actual EPS, earnings per share, was 73 cents, which beat the expected EPS of 70 cents. Majority of Apple's revenue is iPhone, Mac computers, as well as their services revenue line is growing as well. Taking a look at the actual earnings report, you can see that company set quarterly record for September. Services and Mac revenue reached new all-time high, which is very positive news. And you can see the quarterly revenue of $64.7 billion and quarterly earnings per diluted share of 73 cents. International sales accounted for 59% of quarter's revenue. So actually more than half of the company's revenue is international. So that's outside of the US. Scrolling down a bit, you can see it's led by Mac and services, as I mentioned. And despite the current circumstance, Apple's still the most prolific product introduction period ever. So it's great to see, even during these times, that Apple is doing very well. And as they have new products that are innovative, like the 5G iPhone lineup for iPhone 12, there will be continued adoption in those products. And that's one of the largest upgrade cycles because of the 5G device. Scrolling down a bit, yeah, you can see it's overall September, it was a very strong quarter, and it's great to see Mac and their services business doing very well. Taking a look at the actual, financials annually, you can see it's growing year after year. Quarterly, it dipped around Q1, but steadily increasing year after year for both revenue and earnings. And in terms of analyst rating, it's a 2.1. So a pretty solid buy in terms of price per share, price targets. Currently priced at $116 per share, but average price target is $123 per share. Going back to Apple, taking a look at the key stats. So key stats, trailing PE, which is looking at the past 12 months, is 35. Forward PE, price to earnings, is 27. So it's it's actually pretty expensive, but I think in the long run, Apple is a very solid buy, high growth, and pays a steady dividend yield. Scrolling down a bit, 52-week change, 77%, which is greater than the overall market 52-week change at 14.83%, S&P 500. And for share stats, you can see held by insiders, 0.07%, held by institutions, 61%. Dividend yield of 0.7%, that's forward dividend yield, and trailing is 0.68%. So it's great to see them pay back their shareholders for holding the stock. Profit margin, it's a very profitable company at 20.91%. Operating margin is 24.15%. Management effectiveness is very effective. Return on assets is 12.51%, and return on equity is 73%. So it's great to see those numbers. Revenue is $274 billion. Gross profit at $104.96 billion. In terms of quarterly revenue growth year over year, 1%. And in quarterly earnings growth, down 7.4%. That's not bad, but it's yeah, I think the year over year it just pretty much maintained itself even during these times. So it's great to see them not taking a dip too hard. And I feel like these days Apple products are more of a commodity, and once they're into the ecosystem, then people want to continue using the products. Total cash is $90.94 billion, so great to see that large cash position. So during these times when it's tough, they can reinvest back into the company and also maintain their business during these tough times. Total debt is $122 billion. Debt to equity is 187. So for every dollar equity they have $187 in debt. And operating cash flow, $80.67 billion. Levered free cash flow of $60.39 billion. So overall, Apple is a very solid buy. I personally have a position, and it's one of the largest stock positions I have. I don't plan on increasing my position. Just planning to continue holding and collecting the dividends. And it's a great dividend growth stock. I think there's a lot of potential upsides with their iPhone, new upgrade cycle, iPhone 12, 5G devices, as well as Mac. They have a new lineup. Most recently, they started using new chips, the M1 chips. So that is moving away from the Intel processors. And I think with the new structure of these chips, then they'll be able to have more optimized performance, both in terms of energy efficiency, battery usage, as well as the actual processing power. So both on CPU and GPU, Apple is going to do well with these new devices, both iPhone, Macs, and their growing service business. So Apple is a buy. That's all for this video. What are your thoughts on Apple? Comment down below. I'm going to use one of our referral links below, and both of those get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.